We are live.
This is Doc Holliday at beautiful Villa Roma Resort. You're watching the Skinny Sports Talk at its best with Doc and Bobby. I'm Doc. Bobby with me. He's hooking up. He's sharing out to all the sites right now on Surge TV and Villa Roma Television on YouTube. You're watching live right now. I'm at Villa Roma. I don't know where Bobby is.
I'm
Bobby, are
down.
you there?
Yeah, I'm down in Hillsborough, New Jersey
Yeah,
for the
Hillsborough, New
weekend.
Jersey, home of the best bagels in the land. And I'm at the Villa Roma. The DEA is arriving, and there's a reception party going on right now with a lot of fun and food and drinks and a lot of fun, Bobby. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. How's the weather up there?
It's a little chilly. If you go outside, it's not only chilly, it's a little damp and chilly. So
Uh,
it goes right into your bones, like freezing in your bones. It feels almost like it's going to snow, but it's right on the borderline of freezing and non-freezing.
oh boy. Well, the good thing is, Doc, it is January 31st. We're almost a third through winter, maybe more. We'll see what happens Sunday with the groundhog, right?
That's right. Sunday, the groundhog will be out, and there'll be the warmest spring on record, Bobby. Just my prediction.
I hope so. They say La Nina is coming in, so hopefully that's a good thing because I'm sick and tired of this crap. I'm not a winter person.
Well, it is a
Oh,
good
oh, oh.
season for sports, Bobby. And I was a little disappointed in the games, Bobby.
Yeah, I think we were both wrong last week. We both with our heads and our hearts, right? We both
That's
didn't want the Eagles in there. We both wanted Buffalo to be there, and let's start with the Eagles first. I mean, Saquon Barkley. What can you say? What can you say? I mean, here's the one thing: everybody, all the Giant fans people are laughing at the Giant fans. Oh, you guys screwed up. You let the guy go. There's no way on God's green earth that Saquon Barkley was having that kind of season, this kind of season with that Giants O line. First of all, he went to the proper situation that gave him the proper way to have one of the best seasons ever for a running back in NFL history.
yeah, it just and he could have gotten Dickerson's record, but I can tell you that he's a humble guy, and he knows that he did very very good for the Eagles, and you also need what we talked about last week was the option, and Jalen Hurts was not hurt on that day, and he either went to AJ Brown or just gave it to Saquon, and they took it to the took it to, how many touchdowns, Bobby? How many points?
I don't know. I think he had 3 touchdowns. 'Cause I know I did a parlay where he was going to score two, and that was the first quarter. He had two.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
So
But
what?
real quick, we're going to obviously discuss next week and the big game on next week's show, and I think we should be together, right? Next Friday, I'll be
That's
up there.
right. Yeah, you'll
So,
be up next Friday and DJing here at the Villa Roma, and we're gonna have a big sports talk before the big game, right, Bobby?
oh yeah, right from the sports bar.
And I saw it in the newspaper, the Sullivan County Democrat, that there's going to be a Super Bowl party up at the Sports Bar and Grill underneath the golf clubhouse, and as well at the ski chalet as well, Bobby. You can go skiing and watch the game.
There you go. There you go. So I was just reading, Doc, and we'll delve more into this next week. Obviously, the Kansas City Chiefs have not let up a 100-yard rusher running back in like 18 games or something like that, or 20 games. Now they did give up 100 yards rushing to Lamar Jackson, but he's a quarterback. So that might be an interesting parlay or prop bet next week. Is will Saquon Barkley and all his greatness this season put that final touch and get like 100 yards or more next week? Now, I also read somewhere, and what are your thoughts about this? That if Saquon Barkley wins has a great game next week, scores 1, 2, 3 touchdowns, whatever, and the Eagles win, this might be the greatest running back season in the history of the NFL. What are your thoughts?
I say Saquon does it. Bobby, the Chiefs, they're a little run down, and it wasn't as close a game. I mean, it was a close game for the Chiefs, not as close as the Eagles. But Washington is young, so you can't say that the Eagles are going to put up 55 points on the Chiefs. But I can tell you that Saquon is going to be in the mix, and the Chiefs are going to be keying on him, Bobby. It's going to be very interesting. But I say Saquon gets his 100 yards easy.
Yeah, it's part of the intrigue of this game and the build up. The build up really begins like Monday, right? Because it's a 2-week break in between. So like I said, our show today might be a little on the shorter side because again we're in between seasons, right? There's not much going on, and all the hype again is on next week. Next week's show will be great from the sports bar. But getting back to that Eagles game, it became pretty obvious in the second half, like you said, that the Commanders were a young team, and I read afterwards that they when they had their baggy day, they break down and they disperse for the season, that they were pretty pumped up. Most baggy days are depressing. Theirs was the opposite because they really accomplished a lot.
They'll be back. They'll be back.
And they'll be back. They have a lot of money, I believe, to spend in free agency this year, and they're going to load up and give him some more weapons. So, and their defense was kind of on the old side too. So I may even get younger on that end.
Well,
the Eagles, what are you gonna do? We know Brittany's happy, but no one else is.
No, and those fans in Eagletown, let me tell you, some destruction, Bobby. Did you see the aftermath?
Yeah, unfortunately, some high school gymnast, I think it was a male gymnast from one of the high schools, fell off the something and ended up unfortunately passing away from it.
Oh wow!
I happened to be in Atlantic City last weekend, so I was in AC for the game on Sunday, and then I was there till Monday. So all you saw were wall to wall Eagles fans because Philadelphia is only 40 minutes away from AC, so they really took over the town. All you saw was green and go fly, go wherever that stupid chant is. But they took over that town, and will probably take over the town again next week as well.
Well, Northeast Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre and Scranton area, I can tell you, you go to any of the Cracker Barrels, Bobby, filled with Philadelphia Eagles stuff and Penn State stuff. You could get probably Penn State on sale right now, but Eagles as well. Racks full of it, Bobby.
Yeah. So that's our thing for that game. Moving on to the other game now. When they got to fix something. They got to fix something. There's no way they can keep having the Chiefs win these games where it just seems so blatantly obvious. And we know it's not blatantly obvious, but it just appears
there was
so
blatant in. Did you hear Portnoy made that $1 million? He would have won $1 million, and they didn't call that first down. They said that Josh Allen didn't have the first down, and I thought he had it, Bobby. What do you think?
You thought he had it. The line judge on the other side thought he had it. The guy, I forget his name off the top of my head, the guy who always chimes in on the NFL broadcast to go over rules and stuff, and he thought he had it. But the guy on the bottom must have got paid more for the Chiefs, so he said no. Okay.
Yeah.
And we discussed this last week, Doc. With all this technology in this world, you cannot tell me that they can't put chips or some kind of something on the end of an NFL football, which is high end to begin with, that can track when a passes a certain line on the field. All the money that the NFL makes, billions of dollars. Roger Goodell makes what, $800 million a year, something like that.
Some kind of sensor that goes off.
I mean, they got a pylon cam that shows you when someone crosses the line when they crash into the pylon, right? You can't do this as well for a football. The Duke, right? They call it the Duke. You can put a little sensor in the Duke and have it where there's some satellite system in New York somewhere where they know it's if the tip of that ball, that little micro millimeter passes that line, and you're okay.
Same with the goal line, Bobby. Let's put the sensor on the goal line.
Yeah, exactly. It should be every. I mean, again, will it cost a lot of money? Absolutely. But will it make the integrity of the game better? 1,000%. And you can't have, I'm not just ragging on the Chiefs here. It happens, happens in all sports. It happens in all, we grew up with the Jordan rules, and I'm a Jordan fan. LeBron gets calls sometimes that you look at, what are you kidding me? But football is.
It shouldn't happen, Bobby. And Microsoft should invent a chip that just takes care of everything. Let's have AI umpire the games.
And think about it, in Major League Baseball, they've already experimented with having the robo umps in the AAA. So that's only a matter of time where the robo calls are going to come to the NFL. I'm not saying they have robots on the field, but have some kind of system where you can detect if the tip of the Duke crosses the line at any given part of the 120 yards of the field.
All they do is they put up the sensors like Easy Pass. They set the goal line. There it is, Bobby. If it rings in as pay, it's a touchdown.
if it says low balance or call Easy Pass, you're delinquent, it says that, right?
Slow down. Yeah, slow down.
But, we'll give our predictions next week. But another level of intrigue in this game is that you have the Kansas City Chiefs going for the first ever three-peat in the NFL with Andy Reid, who was despised by Giant fans everywhere when he was an Eagles coach, but he's loved now with Steve Spagnuolo as his defensive coordinator. If you're a Giant fan, you're going hard on the Chiefs next week because you want to see the Eagles lose, and Andy Reid gets the record.
Well, I can say,
go on,
Bobby. Andy Reid. I've been following him since he was 13 years old when he won the punt, pass, and kick competition during the halftime of the Super Bowl. Andy was a very big boy back then. And they have films of it. Check it out on YouTube. Andy Reid,
yeah, definitely.
Punt, pass, and kick. Unbelievable. He towered over those other little kids. Like the 12-year-old was over a foot smaller than him.
Speaking of big boys, we got to see if we can get our buddy Gene Snitsky to at least call in next week.
That's right.
I mean, we know who he's rooting for.
Oh, the biggest Eagle fan. He might be on the field, Bobby.
But you know what, though? Biggest Eagle fan, yes. But who was this college football coach? Andy Reid.
Andy Reid
was one of them.
So maybe he's called Andy, and maybe some comps are coming our way, Bobby.
I don't know. All right. Let's book the flight
Waiting
now.
on the call, G.
Book the flight now. We're there. Anyway, what else you got, Doc? What are your thoughts of the game? A week away.
I don't like when it comes down to the refs deciding on the game. Let them play football. And there were some holding calls where I saw the just grabbing of people and no call whatsoever, Bobby. So it's just tough to watch. How about
the plight of the Buffalo Bill fan? They first go through an era where they make the Super Bowl 4 years in a row, all against NFC East opponents, and didn't win one. And now you have arguably the second, third, or top three quarterback in the NFL, and Josh Allen, who is an extremely likable guy. Easy guy to root for. He had one scholarship offer coming out of high school. That was Wyoming. Went there. Look where he is now. So now you go from the 4 years in a row losing to now having one of your best quarterbacks in the league, and you're stuck consistently against Andy Reid, Pat Mahomes, and the Chiefs that keep knocking them out in the second or third round of the playoffs. I don't know.
Tough position to be in. Imagine going against Brady all those years and knowing you don't have a chance, except for the Giants.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Or Nick Foles. Nick Foles did it too. Yeah, so it's just a lot of intrigue. Also, you have to wonder, is this Travis Kelce's last game?
I would say so, Bobby. There'll be some disbanding, win or lose. You can't keep that together that long, Bobby. And
No, you can't get that long. And then, he played the other year. He he came back for the three-peat because you become if the Chiefs do win, you're legacy now. You're a part of NFL history. You're on the team that won 3 championships, NFL trophies in a row, and he'll be a big part of that. So he came back just for that, and there's going to be more prop bets. How many times they're going to flash to Taylor Swift in the stands? There's going to be a prop bet on what other celebrities are in the booth with her, right?
Well, I'm thinking during the Ohio State game, I thought I saw LeBron James wearing a base.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started with that.
And I'm thinking we're going to see LeBron James and Caitlin Clark in the booth Sunday.
If that's the case, I might make Brittany very happy, and I'll say I'm rooting for the Eagles, which I really can't. But there's no way I'm rooting for anything that LeBron. Well, LeBron James is a Yankee fan too, so unfortunately I'm stuck with that. Surprising though, I'm surprised that this being the historical game of the three-peat, that the NFL did not invite Taylor Swift to sing the national anthem. Viewership would be through the roof if she did that. And all the Swifties and all our fans would watch that and then go back to their whatever they're doing. But that would just bring tremendous numbers. The commercial rates would be through the roof for those commercials around the national anthem.
Well,
I'm already surprised and disappointed again with the halftime show.
What we got for the halftime show, Bobby?
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. Again, we're going back to. Are we not? No, I'm sorry. It's a different thing. Ever since the NFL gave Jay-Z and his Rock Nation the contract to produce the NFL halftime shows, we have not had a rock and roll act since. You and I are not going to watch Kendrick Lamar. I'm going to go find the Food Line somewhere where, at the clubhouse or whatever, and we're going to enjoy that 15 minutes to, recharge up for the second half of what should be a great game.
We got the halftime buffet, Bobby.
Yeah. But there's no way on earth that a large segment of the NFL fans are watching this halftime show. I know they're trying to skew younger with the demographics and get the younger people in there to watch the games. But come on, give us a rock and roll act. Give us Metallica. Give me Metallica in a halftime show. They're well deserving.
I think if you want the young folks to be watching in, Barney. A Barney like halftime show. I think that would be cool.
Here's an idea, Doc. We should trademark this. Everybody has streaming now. Everybody has multiple devices. I'm monitoring. I'm watching. I'm on my iPad now on the broadcast. You're there on your phone. I'm watching us on my phone. We could be on Roku and Fire TV right now on Sirius Sports, or on YouTube on Villa Roma Television YouTube page. With all these multiple ways of watching something, I'm surprised there's not the opportunity for us to change the halftime show. All right, you want Kendrick Lamar for that audience? Great. Then put Metallica on this station. Put
Let's do our own halftime show, Bobby. We'll set the lineup and we'll put it on, and that's the diversion. So then you could click on the link during the halftime if you want the alternative halftime show.
you know what? You know what? I'll watch halftime. Give me the kittens and the puppies. I'll watch that 10 times over Kendrick Lamar. Are you kidding me? Come on,
Let's do
NFL.
some Ozzy Osbourne Crazy Train
Crazy
halftime
Train.
show.
Yeah, give us something different. I mean, I'm not saying, I'm a DJ it's my 40th year DJing. I know hip hop, old school, the new stuff. I don't want to hear Kendrick Lamar on a halftime show. I don't know. That's a little off the topic there, but we have a great game coming up. So what else is going on in other sports news? And if John's watching or watching later, former Rutgers head coach Chris Ash. Now I'm actually right now on the fringes of Rutgers country, which I can feel it in my bones that I'm too close to the enemy. But Chris Ash, former Rutgers head coach, is now the defensive coordinator for Notre Dame.
Very
over
nice.
for Al Golden, who went to the NFL to the Browns. He has obviously coaching experience in college and the NFL, and he was a Big Ten head coach. Wasn't very successful at it, but hey, a lot of these head coaches don't pan out, but does not mean they're not great coordinators. And hopefully that adds up, something for the Fighting Irish. What else? Pete Alonso has not signed yet. Where do you think he's going?
I don't know. There's a little turmoil in Met Country. I think he may be going to Seattle, but we'll find out. And we have a nice Valentine's Day dinner here at the clubhouse, and that's going to be special, Bobby. And then on Saturday night, the Valentine's hangover party right down in Marty's Lounge with DJ Smooth.
There you go. More stuff. If you're watching us now or you're watching us on the rewind, we got some Doc, and I'm helping Doc. We have some great things planned. Things you haven't really seen before at Villa Roma.
That's right, Bobby. I'm excited. And that's some of those things starting as early as May. So stay tuned for exciting news. Of course, the Catskills Festival, great music, art. You're going to have a great experience. The lineup is unbelievable. I posted it on my site, Villaroma Doc Holiday on Facebook, also LinkedIn and Instagram. Right here, you'll see it advertised. Catskills Festival. And Bobby will be documenting that, some live, and then all sorts of video content will be from this festival and many festivals. How about it, Bobby? And Labor Day weekend, we don't want to give it away yet, but another festival coming up Labor Day weekend, and we're going to be announcing some exciting news on that.
Next couple of weeks, next couple of months for sure. All right, Doc, I think we have, again, it's kind of a in-between show. There's not much going on in the sports world. Anything happening in the world of curling? I don't know. What's happening in curling?
Curling got a new district manager. No, we have Uptown Funk tonight and the Forum nightclub. Great lights and sound, and the group is unbelievable. A Bruno Mars tribute group. And tomorrow night, the ultimate 80s party band, Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube tomorrow night. Both 9:30 showtimes, and they're extended shows. You can get up and dance. They're interactive, and they're a lot of fun. So check them out. Tonight, Uptown Funk. Tomorrow night, Rubik's Cube. And then 11 o'clock tonight till we close. We're going late night with Screaming Broccoli in Marty's Lounge, the after party till the wee hours of the morning.
Yep. Very good. All right, Doc, any final thoughts for the week?
Let's go. We'll find out the picks next week.
We can't give it away yet. But
let's go Yankees.
Yeah, let's go Yankees. Yankees, let's go Yankees. Let's go. Yeah, it's dry part of the year, right? It's nothing going on. But next tomorrow starts February. And what's the big thing about February, Doc? Pitchers and catchers.
Pitchers and
report.
catchers. And we'll find out who the aces will be, which baseball cards will go up in value. And Bobby and I will be ripping some cards on some live shows as well. We have quite the collection and a lot of things to look forward to on
Yep.
Villaroma Television. You're watching The Skinny.
Yep. We'll see you guys. Oh, we got a comment here. Hold on. Oh, that's my buddy. My buddy Bill is one of my media friends from Seton Basketball. What's up, Bill? Good to see you. All right, we're off, and we'll be back next week. I'll be there live with Doc at the Beechwood Sports Bar, right? That's the final name they decided on?
The
Beechwood?
Sports Bar and Grill.
The Sports
Grill
Bar
with
and
an
Grill.
E. Scrumptious food, $10 pitchers, craft drinks. We got it all.
And an 85-inch TV.
Very nice.
See you guys next week. Take care.
Bye-bye.